Hey friends, this is Ian Khan here at HIMSS 25, and I'm here with Henry Izawa, who is President and CEO of Fujifilm. Now, Fujifilm is innovating a lot within the healthcare space, and we're here to find out exactly what's happening. Henry, welcome to the Futurist at HIMSS. How is HIMSS for you this year?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. HIMSS is always an important congress for us. We launch a lot of new technology at HIMSS. We get to demo a lot of the future developments that we're working on with our customers, getting feedback and refining the details so that it really matches our customer needs. So it's a very important congress for us.
Excellent. So healthcare, as we know, obviously is undergoing a lot of transformations. This is the AI transformation, the data transformation, the IoT, like 100 things are happening. And I think it's an incredible time for us to be here today and to witness all of these things.
Yes.
Because 20, 30 years from now, I feel the world will be very different thanks to all the innovative things that are happening. What is on your agenda when it comes to Fujifilm and the stuff that you guys are doing? Help us understand.
Yes. So you talked about 20 years from today. So there's a lot of important trends that we're focusing on today to make sure that we are future-proof and sustainable from a business standpoint. So, for example, if we take a look at some of the trends, we talk about personalized care, for example, and a lot of the trends that we're seeing, including demographic change and epidemic disease change, all of this calls out more volume. So, from a Fuji standpoint, we focus heavily on aligning to these trends in terms of providing solutions and products in order for our customers to be able to handle the volume and also provide solutions to drive accuracy at the customer, and also most important is customer experience, patient experience. So these are keywords that we take to heart in terms of developing solutions, making acquisitions, forming strategic partnerships.
Of course. And so let's dive into technology. What part of this is related to AI and not AI, hardware? Actual developments within hardware, and maybe we can talk about one aspect of the industry that you really are sensitive towards. Maybe it's drug discovery, it's imaging. Help us understand that.
Yes. So from an innovation standpoint, our focus as a Fuji standpoint is to expand our portfolio both vertically and horizontally for all business units. So today we're at HIMSS, so we have a lot of technology and innovation around enterprise imaging. So our robust enterprise imaging platform consists of a lot of solutions within. So for example, we have a PAC system that can be shared both from a radiology, cardiology standpoint. We have a RIS product, we have a true VNA, we have digital pathology, point of care ultrasound. We have AI orchestrator, workflow orchestrator. So all of this, right, is enabling the customer to become flexible and design the future. Because what this does actually is helps the customer tear down a lot of the vertical silos from a software standpoint, and then provide the optimal heat map. And what this does, and if you look at our customers today in the United States, they grow through acquisition. They inherit multiple kinds of platforms of IT. And utilizing our enterprise imaging, they can eliminate a lot of the redundancy and focus on one platform, but also gives them the flexibility to plan for the future in terms of how to integrate other IT components after acquisition, for example, or scaling up or scaling down what they have currently in their portfolio. So this is a very exciting moment for us in order to provide solutions that are really aligned to the market dynamics.
Of course. When you look at healthcare providers, you look at hospital systems, you look at the entire healthcare infrastructure, if you will, in let's say, the United States today. there are, you know, the very advanced, and there's the ones that are struggling to make up. Where are we headed in terms of, you know, this democratization, this leveling of the playing, where everybody has access to the latest and greatest? And where I'm trying to go is the cost of implementing technology becoming lower? Are we able to bring more solutions to, you know, patients and systems out there?
That's a fantastic question. So if we look at our customers, which is the hospitals, as we're a commercialized medicine country, their mandate is basically to make profitability. Today, and I think the national average of the hospitals or the health service providers are anywhere around 3 to 5% operational profit. I think they want to get into the digital, double digit and upwards of 20%. But they're very far from that because of elevated cost structures, for example. And IT actually is a solution for them to drive more efficiency into their practice in order to save more costs. And at the same time, utilize the innovation in order to provide more accuracy within the practice. So we have examples, for example, we're displaying digital pathology, which is the first FDA-approved multi-vendor agnostic solution. What digital pathology does, it eliminates the stationary pathologist, the concept itself. So now the pathologist can be remote, saves time, and saves infrastructure costs as well. Now, in the human space, it's relatively new, but in the vet space, it's already there for many years. So we are introducing these kind of technologies to support a lot of the cost reduction opportunities to our customers.
Okay.
We have within the enterprise imaging, we have AI orchestrator, workflow orchestrator. And what this does basically, AI, we give them a platform to utilize what they want to use from an AI perspective, not just the Fuji AI, but any other AI to use natively within the PACS products. We have AI orchestrator that gives them guidance in terms of what is optimal workflow. So we have a lot of AI integration within our portfolio in order to provide the efficiency.
Okay. I want to ask you a question about AI, and this is really your insight on, you know, here's where things are going. We have different types of AI. We have different providers of AI, right? Look at generative AI. You have at least 20 companies in the world who are doing incredible, amazing work. Leave alone industry-based AI, where somebody's specifically doing something for industry. Where are we headed generally over the next 5 to 10 years? Are we looking at interoperability between different AI systems and they can talk to each other? Or are we looking at more, hey, this hospital will have its own data repository and it will have its own AI? Like, where are things headed?
That's again, very complex question. So what we see from an AI perspective is there's twofold. One is to provide, for example, diagnostic accuracy, for example, in terms of CAD, for example, workflow AI to enhance the workflow experience at the hospital. On the other hand, there's AI that comes in from outside of healthcare, which I think, to your point, will be embedded in terms of changing a little bit of the customer experience. So we hear about commercialized medicine, but a lot of non-healthcare providers are trying to come into healthcare. For example, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. So a lot of the non-healthcare providers are, I think, going to utilize AI to enhance the customer experience and make it more accessible. And I think from an industry standpoint, I think we welcome that.
Okay, excellent. So I feel that patients in the future will have more access to their, let's say, healthcare data, or get more accurate healthcare data, and it'll be current. It'll be from right now rather than, hey, this report is 2 months old or a month old, because that's a lag, I think, in systems where patients don't have access to information. They don't even know they can have access in many cases. So I think all these small improvements are definitely leading to a better tomorrow. I want to ask you something on skills, right? As AI and new emerging innovative technologies are giving us these systems that can do amazing diagnostics, amazing healthcare, drug discoveries and whatnot. What is your advice to healthcare professionals to upskill, to up their knowledge of technology, because I think they need to. They have to go in with the times to be current. What's your advice to the healthcare, average healthcare person who's working in the healthcare industry?
I think it's a little tricky because from our point of view, we view technology as a solution to make their jobs easier.
Yeah.
So one thing that I would love to ask is to be open to new technology. We'll work with anybody, obviously, in order to make their workflow more efficient, improve their outcomes, improve patient care, and I think AI will be a big contributor.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think the complexity around AI sometimes becomes too technical, and I see this industry-wide, different industries, it just blocks you from thinking that, hey, I actually can do something about it. I can be part of this AI revolution. So education, learning, upskilling are like high on our agenda to tell people to go ahead and read or learn or do something different. But we are super excited about the future. If there's one piece of advice you want to give our viewers, and they are from different industries, what would it be when it comes to innovation?
What we focus on in terms of developing innovation is always to solve a problem. And I think the problem is becoming more and more complex as we go into personalized care. For example, commercialized medicine obviously is going to change with scrutiny with insurance companies, for example, demographic change. But innovation is a tool and a means to provide a solution to all of the challenges that we're going to see in the future. And we're really excited to be a part of that.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, Henry. It's such a pleasure speaking with you, getting some really distilled knowledge from you, and we really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Have an amazing HIMSS, and we'll catch up with you.